Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Mixed Media Frenzy. Here is the lift that all the lovely mixed media creatives will be using today as either a true lift or just an inspiration jumping off point. So I have pulled in the September Days Hip Kit Club from September, which I think it was September's kit. Not real sure. It could have been the month before. I don't know. But this is the first time I'm using it. I did go through and pull out anything that was Pink Fresh Studio, so that I could use that later on in a Pink Fresh hop that I join every month. So I just keep that all together. And I kept all the Hip Kit Club exclusives, and that's what we're going to be working with, because that's what I am trying to focus on this year, is using up collections, kit, and stash. Don't worry, you guys. I will be bringing new things into my craft room because I cannot live without crafty purchases, right? So right here, I am going to take the Distress Oxide in Faded Jeans. It's actually been my favorite color lately. But you guys know I tend to gravitate towards blues when I do mixed media. So I'm doing the packaging technique, and I am just squishing it down onto some random packaging, adding a little bit of water, mixing it up with a paintbrush, and kind of pouncing it onto the paper and then laying it down and squishing it, just because I like to have different looks. And you know, you could always use the packaging technique and get different looks, but if you pounce, squish, spread, it's always going to give you something different, right? So I am just actually reversing the sketch, just because the way that Whitney is walking, I can't put her on the right side because then she'll be like walking off my layout, and we don't want people walking away. So she's walking into the layout. This is back in October of 2021, and that is the day that she actually got her driver's license. So that is what this layout is about. And you know, the background is the gray Illinois driver's facility buildings. She has on a black shirt, and the only thing that really stuck out was her blue jeans, so it really made sense to use faded jeans. I do trim the photo down quite a bit because it was just, you know, the gray brick building. I do realize right there that I missed a portion of that lift, which I find myself doing a lot. I focus on one thing and then totally forget other parts. So we're going to go ahead and add that little mixed media area down there. And I don't want to make it too big, so I am just like rolling the packaging and making it shoot out. So I've got that. I'm going to come in with the Brutus Monroe Chroma Mist in cobalt blue and just add the splatters all around. I love the packaging technique and how it's got the different, you know, when you first lay it down, it's the full effect of the color, and then every additional pounce is a lighter shade. So coming in with the cobalt blue, we'll just darken it up with all these fun splatters. Now you will notice that I tap with my finger on the hand that I'm holding the nozzle with, and then I come in with the other hand and tap like that. That is to get the different drops, the different sizes. So when you tap with like how I'm doing now, you get the bigger uneven drops, and then when I come in with the other hand, you get the very light misty splatters. So right here, I am going to take the very old, close to my heart, or nope, Stampin' Up! Fiber papers. Fingers crossed, I doused it because it was tan, and it is like a fiber type paper. I doused it with the Brutus Monroe Cobalt Blue, let it dry for 24 hours, and now I have the blue circle element to go onto my page as well. I'm going to take this black corrugated piece of scrap, you know, because I've got all my scraps sitting out, and we're going to use that as another element. I did pull out more scraps, even though this is not for baby cut scraps, but it has made me think that, you know, January, we're just going to use up all the scraps. At the end of the month, whatever I have left will most likely get recycled, and we will start the rest of the year fresh and new, even though I'm using like older stash, but that's totally fine. So I'm going to layer up the photo a couple times. I did just go ahead and adhere. I don't know if I've actually adhered the circle element yet, but I will just do that with some ATG. Just a couple mats here. I've got the one that's the black and white with the compass, because you know she's going in the right direction. And I got some gray cardstock and then some blue cardstock as well. Now we're going to go ahead and adhere this down. And it actually, the ATG worked perfectly on it. I was afraid that I was going to like ruin it by dousing it with the mist, but it held up fabulously. So I am just going to go ahead and pop a portion of it up onto some foam because the corrugated board is very dimensional, so I want to make sure that my photo doesn't dip. And we're going to get this stuck down as well. And I am kind of trying to follow the layout. You guys see I do pull some stuff up. All right, right here. These came with the Hip Kit Club, and I thought that they were stickers, and they're not. So I'm going to go ahead and run just some ATG to fix that pocket right there. And I just sliced the tape just a little bit because I couldn't get it up with my nails. I couldn't pull that piece up. So then we are going to go ahead and stick this little jean pocket that is the blue right there under the photo to add another layer. And I have this little piece right here, and it's going to go right down here, which I will pull up in a minute as well anyway, because that's what I do. I am a bottom-up scrapper, and I think a lot of us are like that. Like, we get it down, especially if you're like me. I don't arrange things onto my layouts. You guys notice that? Like, I am like in total awe of all the people and the creatives that do that, where they really sit there and they arrange it and they hold it, and then the very last thing they do is they glue everything down. I don't do that. I start gluing immediately because if I tried to do it the other way, and I have, and it works, and you do get placements and you don't have to pull things back up, but those layouts take me hours upon hours to create because I can move things easily. Do you know what I mean? So because I can move it, there's no pressure to make sure it's right the first time. You just keep kind of moving until it is what it is. This way, I really have to like just make split-second decisions and go with it. And that is how I am able to go ahead and get out several layouts. I really wanted to use this. It's a very school-themed collection, and obviously she's the only kid that I have in school, so obviously it's her driver's license, nothing about school, but hey, we're working with it. So I did cut that little apple, and I took the apple from the die cut pack and went ahead and cut that really big, thick white border out because I didn't want it to cover up. I took that stack of books, stuck that on the side as well. I have that alarm clock. I do want to use that coffee cup, which I will. Now right here I'm going to pull out, it says it's time, and it matches, so I'm going to stick it right up there at the top from the die cut pack that came with this monthly kit. I am no longer a subscriber to Hip Kit. I have like literally 10 kits that still have not been killed off, and this one is from August or September of 2021. It is mid-January, and this is the first time I'm using it. So you guys, I just really never used them. I did use the December one a lot because it was very focused on, or it was the November kit. I think it was the November kit that was very December-oriented and very Christmas-themey. So I did use that one, but it wasn't one that I pulled to. I didn't gravitate to very much. So once I get these used up, I probably will look at signing back up. So I kind of messed up. The title that I had in mind was It's Time, right? So I was pulling that out, and then I realized that little wordy bit that I put up at the top said It's Time. So that would have been like, it's time. So I'm going to just incorporate that into my title, and it's going to be It's Time to Drive. And I've got the 2 on there, and now I'm putting the drive. It's not really in the same place, but kind of the same thought process behind the lift. We're going to take some of these clear stars in the blue, pop them, just tuck them in and around just to give a little added extra dimension. And this layout is almost done. Today is a hop. You know that January we added several new creatives to the Mixed Media Frenzy family. So I will have them listed down below along with all the other lovelies that are still creating with us. Please check them out, give them some love. I will have the Mixed Media Frenzy Facebook group also linked down below. If you would like to join us, we do have a open invitation hop at the end of every month. So the very last Friday of the month, anybody can join in, play along. On the Facebook group is the lift that we will be using already posted. You just sign up right there. So if that's something you're interested in, head on over and check it out. I even pulled in some more of those little gems. And that is going to do it for today's layout. I will see you guys all later with another layout. Bye.